This idea of self-acceptance is so important because it's very easy for you and I to get into an identity crisis. You know, a dog only knows how to be a dog, and a cat only knows how to be a cat. Animals really don't have identity crises. You and I as humans, we're the only mammal creature on the planet that is fully capable of having an entire meltdown and actually get entirely confused on who we are. This identity crisis is in maybe thinking that we are our grades in school, or maybe I am the money that I make, or maybe I am the role that I play, or maybe I am the job that I do, or maybe I am the mother that I am. These are just roles, but they're not actually who you are. They usually last for a certain period of time, but you endure after them. Accepting yourself, however, runs a whole level deeper than what are my roles and what am I doing? Because you aren't what you do, you aren't what you say, and you aren't how you look. You're something so much more. This self-acceptance runs at this depth that says that regardless of the money that I am or am not making, or as healthy as I want to be or am not, or whatever else may be happening in my life where I've been doubting myself, one area you cannot afford to doubt yourself is in your own self-acceptance. When you don't accept yourself, you put yourself on a path where you can lose everything. Because when you lose your confidence, what really do you have? You give way to an emotional whirlwind where there's all of this negativity that you have to manage. And I just want you to understand that suffering is optional. You don't have to do it. It's a byproduct of not accepting yourself. So choose to accept yourself. I am whole is a mantra that I've used to cure parts of my body when I had my knees going bad or when I had hives. There's this idea that when we look at who we are as an entire human being, this wholeness is in mind, it's in body, and it's in spirit. I have found that these to be are truly deep, unlocking words that sink deep into the soul and say, hey, whatever outside struggles I'm really dealing with, whatever I'm putting up with, that wholeness is something that runs deep enough that if I can feel well at my center, then everything else works itself out. You know that you were put on this planet to go through some hard stuff. You know, being in the personal development space and writing books and speaking to arenas full of people, I'm going to tell you that I've put myself out there. And with that comes a lot of scrutiny. I mean, even on these YouTube videos, go down to the comments and see the kind of things that people sometimes write. And it's all experiences that can either create a story of sadness and despair and victimhood, or they are stories that help you become more of who you were destined to be, more of who you choose who to be. If you could look at every experience that you're having in life as an equal or greater opportunity, as Napoleon Hill says, for something greater, that's when everything changes. Because then you can look at the suckiest experiences from childhood and adulthood and life, people that have abused you, used you, taken advantage of. Sometimes it's yourself that's doing that. And this is an opportunity for you to step back and start looking for the silver lining. Because if you want, you can choose that there are bad experiences, but for me, instead of looking at good and bad, good days, bad days, good experiences, bad experiences, I don't do any of that. I just look at it and I say, I can't refute that I have this experience or that this is happening to me. So what is the value in it for me? What can I gain from this? How is this useful to me? How can I harness this for something better? How can I learn something I didn't understand before? Anyone that has the ability to look at an experience that way has the ability to turn a bad day into a good day, has the ability to take something sad and depressing and find something useful in it. And that person will keep on growing. That person can create substantial relationships, enormous wealth, and do, frankly, things that most human beings could never imagine. There is nothing wrong with you. You're a human having the human experience. We're experiencing this human condition where we're susceptible without training to think that we are less than we actually are. And it is actually, in fact, a lie. I want to invite you to go to kriskrohn.com. Click the link in the description below. And I want to invite you to learn more about what I'm doing with people like you that come out to my events where we can create and facilitate a life-changing experience. Because honestly, if you think there's something wrong with you, pause. Fix the business before you grow the business. Fix yourself before you try to go out and do something great, because you're perfect the way you are, you just don't know it. When I say fix yourself, I mean come have an experience where we can help you discover the greatness that is in you.